Hello, thanks for joining me for another review from the Time and Tide Brewing down in Deal in Kent, and this is their ham sandwich. Sounds funny, but that is actually a sign that it's actually real, and I was going to do the review at that sign, but I've had this beer a few weeks in the fridge. I'm like, you know what, it's a bit of a mission to get out there cycling or whatever, and I didn't really want to have a beer cycling, and so I thought I'd just do a review. I've heard some great things about it. So it's a New England IPA coming in at 7.4% ABV, 30 IBUs. It's brewed with Mosaic hops, and I've heard some great things about this one from people locally. I purchased this in Moonshine Billy's in Ramsgate a while back. Didn't pour much of a head. Bit of a sensible pour, I guess. But yeah, looking great in the glass. A very kind of like bright orangey colour. Not much of a head then to speak of. Just get an aroma. I'll go into the ingredients in a sec. Oh wow, that is very fragrant. Bright, kind of almost like fleshy orange. Grapefruit. Yeah, pale stone fruits, that kind of like a juicy peach. Wow. Very bright aroma, if that makes sense. Tropical fruits. Bit of passion fruit. All the vibrant ones. A little bit of kind of musky kind of dankness as well. Yeah, maybe a little bit of kind of stone peach kind of dryness. Wow. Best before the 12th of December of 2019. Let's get tucked into this one. Looks great. Cheers. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that is nice. Very light. Slight bit of kind of bitterness on the back end. But yeah. I mean, for a 7.4, I mean, this is straight out of the fridge. 7.4. It's just, there's no way you're getting any of that. See if it pours any kind of head on this. There we go. A little bit of sediment, which is I don't mind in these styles of beers. That's where all the you get a bit more flavour profile from that personally, I find, but each to their own. I love the can. The artwork is fantastic. If it's, I mean, I don't know if this is like a special release or whatever, but here we go. Here's some ingredients then for you. The malts are Marisotto, Pilsner, flaked oats, flaked barley, and then there's a New England yeast in this. 7.4%, 30 IBUs, original gravity 73, FG, don't know what that is, 16, EBC 9. I'm not a home brewer or anything like that, so I know what original gravity is. That's about my limit. Ingredients are water, barley, oats, hops, yeast, and that's it. 440ml can, 3.3 UK units, best before the 12th of December, we've done that. And a lovely kind of like, there's almost like a slight scaly kind of texture to the can. It reminds me of like you know, dogfish skin. It's got that kind of smooth one side, slightly rough the other kind of texture to it. But yeah, lovely looking beer in a glass, it really is. There's a few bits and bobs underneath there, but if you don't want that, just pour the last part really slowly and it will stay in the can. Yeah, there is a slight kind of musky dryness, but not in an unpleasant way, just lurking at the back of the palate. But yeah, you wouldn't think this is like 7.4, it's ridiculous. This is one of the best beers I've had from Time and Tide in quite a while, I'd say. I mean, they generally do good beers. I had one or two, but that have been a bit, you know, for me, not quite what I was expecting. But that's just probably down to not the beer itself, it's just my personal palate. But generally these guys don't do a bad beer. I've been really impressed with everything they do, and I've been following them since the very beginning, when I was like bottling like 4 years ago and stuff like that. But yeah, they're hanging in there. They're doing some great stuff, and this is probably one of the best beers I've had for quite a long time. It's very kind of light, kind of fluffy kind of beer. It's got a cracking aroma. I still wish I'd have done it by this sign, reviewing this beer by that sign. That would have been really cool, but hey ho, doesn't matter. No other information to say. Get out there and try it. I mean, everyone's been going on about it locally. It was for a little while quite hard for me to find, and I suddenly bumped into it in Moonshine Billy's, and I was like, yeah, get a can of that. I can't remember how much I paid for it now, but I think, yeah, I'm guessing it might be a £5, I don't know, but it's worth it. Gorgeous beer. So for me then, in terms of a rating, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. I think it's fantastic. I've had some really good beers this year. I think for me the great thing about this beer is the ABV is so well hidden. It's got a very kind of light, kind of bodied mouthfeel to it. It almost tastes like a session IPA. It's got that kind of feel about it. 7.4 IPA. It's really well made. Yeah, cracking. Over to Untapped then, it's only had 95 check-ins, which is crazily, you know, I can't get my head around why it's so low. It's been out probably about 5 weeks or so, I can't remember, I'm guessing. I've probably been in the fridge 2 weeks, so it might be getting on for 2 months. I'm reviewing this on it's the 18th of June. Is it the 18th of June? Yes, the 18th of June, so I don't know. So 95 check-ins, 33 in the last 30 days. It's had actually 90 of them 95 check-ins have been rated, and it's coming in at 4.01, which, I mean, alright, it's only 90 ratings, it is what it is on that regard, but even still, breaking the 4 barrier on Untapped and levelling it all out at any kind of number is pretty damn impressive. That's, you know, that's my opinion on Untapped anyway. But yeah, so I'm giving this a 4.5. I think it's cracking. Yeah, brilliant stuff. So that's Ham Sandwich New England IPA from Time and Tide Brewing out of Deal in Kent, just down the road from me. I'll say just down the road, it's about 20 minutes on a train. But yeah, cracking stuff again. Anyway, if you've had this one before, if you live locally, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If I find, I don't know if it's still on their website or it's anywhere else online. You know how these things work, they sell out, you put some link down below, it's gone. So it's kind of like, just have a Google search and see if you can find it if you're interested. Hopefully it's online, you can purchase it online and bloody blah, and let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm waffling, I'm clearing off, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.